Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first concert of the spring here at French Road. I'm Matt Como, the principal. It's my pleasure to welcome you here tonight to hear our 5th grade chorus and our red band. They performed for the school today. They sound awesome, and you're really in for a treat tonight. I want to give a special thank you to Mrs. Iannello, who conducts our 5th grade chorus, and Mrs. Parker, who conducts the red band. Not only for their hard work with these guys and helping them sound so great, but they both really went above and beyond and lined up some just fantastic guest artists to play and sing with your kids tonight. I think it's just an awesome opportunity for our students to play with some really great musicians and have that experience of having their wonderful sound mixed with the sound of some grown-ups who really know how to play too. So you're in for a real treat, and I can't wait to hear it again. So without further ado, here's the red band and the 5th grade chorus. If you would please rise and join us in the performing of the national anthem.
That was Summit Fanfare, a great opener. Thank you for coming tonight. Our first night of wonderful weather, and we're going to keep you inside, right? Summer came today. It's been such a fun year with this group. That was a great opener, and now we're going to go to ancient Mexico and see the Aztec sunrise. This is a beautiful piece, slow, lyrical. Those are always harder songs for younger players. They do a beautiful job playing legato, playing lyrical, making their breath last as long as possible. And you'll hear beautiful music, by the way, through the whole thing. Aztec Sunrise. Conductor. We're working a lot on teamwork today, and that's what it's all about, playing in a band and an ensemble. And they have to rely on each other, and they have to listen and be aware, and there's so much communication that can happen without them talking, believe it or not. And they did a great job with it, and that's why I love to walk off the podium, and they can handle it. I just want to do a quick housekeeping thing. There's always announcements, so I'm going to do them in little bits and pieces. Red Band housekeeping thing. We have rehearsal Monday. We're doing an exchange concert, as I keep flipping my pages to find it. We're doing an exchange concert rehearsal with School 22. The kids are coming in. School 22 is located in the old Franklin High School building, and they're coming to our rehearsal on Monday, and we're going to play together. We have 16 kids coming, ranging in ages of 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade. And they play trumpet, alto sax, flute, clarinet, and we're going to have a fun get-together at our Monday rehearsal. Wednesday rehearsal will be our last one, but we have to have one just for ourselves. And yeah, and it'll be fun. We'll have a good time. So 2 more early morning rehearsals. Thank you, parents, for getting them there, getting them on time and ready to rehearse. Our next selection is American Patrol, an old American folk song that I'm sure you'll recognize, but they do it in such a great way. We pretend that the band is marching to French Road, but they're starting 17 miles away. It's really quiet. They have beautiful skill and control when they play this, and we hope you enjoy American Patrol. going to sneak in some of our thank yous. Mrs. Iannello and I have split up the thank yous, and I will start with them first, and we would all like to thank our wonderful Board of Education for their support, and Dr. McGowan for all of his support with this wonderful program. We also want to thank our FRES administration, Mr. Como and Mrs. Bagnola. They are so helpful and musical too. A special thank you to Dr. Mike Leaner, our Director of Innovative Learning. Mr. Gruner has been videotaping a special project that we are doing with our guest artists at the end of this program, and I'd like to thank him for all his expertise with that. Colleagues, all the instrumental music colleagues are always here. Our string colleagues, Mrs. Isham and Miss Remming are here, and also the band colleagues. I mean, you hear me conducting them, but I don't teach all of them. My colleagues, Lois Mahelko, Chris Dozer. Can't thank them enough. They're a big part of this success, so I shared this with them. So thank you to all of them. So we worked on learning about composers, as you know, Red Band parents, and we wrote to John Williams, and we learned all about how he composes, what he does every morning when he wakes up. He writes 3 minutes of music, and he makes a lot of money for doing that. Of course, he has composed so many wonderful soundtracks for movies, Force Awakens, all the Star Wars, all the Harry Potters, all the Indiana Jones, cha-ching, cha-ching, the list goes on and on. So it's our pleasure to work on this piece, and the initial project was to learn about composers, and then this next piece after this, we'll introduce our guest artist, but I just want to say that our composer for that piece, Russ Scarborough, we commissioned Blue Spin from him. We had a wonderful chance to meet him. Kids asked just awesome questions when he came in, because they had learned enough about composition. Questions like, oh, how many drafts did you take to write the piece Blue Spin? How many rough drafts did you have? Do you write pencil to paper or on the computer? Do you write the special guitar part first, the melody, or did the band part come first? Lots of really good questions. How do you make a list? How do you name your songs? That was a really interesting answer. That was one of my favorite answers. Ask your children; they'll tell you the answers to these questions. And but to go back to the project that started it all, I'd like to play for you now, Jurassic Park. very excited about this. Blue Spin by Russell Scarborough. And you know, we're very lucky. I told the kids this afternoon, we're so fortunate to live in Rochester and be so close to the Eastman School of Music. Sometimes I think we all take it for granted a little bit. There are wonderful concerts and people to see and hear there many times for free. Wonderful concerts. But there are artists that live there, and this person is just so special to us. A Brighton dad, you'll see him on the sidelines at soccer games, but really a world-class jazz artist. It is our pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Bob Snyder. Okay. And that's just the first half. Time for the 5th grade chorus. Give us 5 minutes and we'll move everybody over. Thank you.